Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Paul Brown Show. This evening, my guest is Mr. Darius Welch. He's the Vice President of Yard Talk 101. How you doing there, Mr. Welch?
How you doing today, sir?
Great. Please tell the audience a little bit about Darius Welch.
Darius Welch. Well, I grew up in Chicago, Illinois. Had both parents around, but I grew up in a single mother household. My older brother grew up with me. It was more so I was always in my big brother's shadow, you know, wanting to be like him, play ball, varsity, things like that. But as I got older, I started wanting to, my passion started being trying to help people. I would more so want to see someone else get ahead than me. And it showed at an early age because I would want to see my brother shine before I did. That's why, in me playing basketball, I was an athlete in high school. So in me playing, I played point guard so I can assist my brother. So in everything I do, I try to assist in helping friends and helping family and helping in any way. So, and growing up in Chicago, seeing the violence, seeing how certain effects happen on kids and happen on teens and the youth, I always wanted to give back and wanted to show them the right way. Through Yard Talk 101, my company that I'm vice president of, along with the CEO, Jaleel Thurman, we both grew up in Chicago. Him attending Lynn Bloom High School, I'm attending Evergreen Park High School. I took the path of playing basketball and furthering my education through that way, wanted to pursue things in that way while he went the educational route, attending an HBCU right out of high school. I ended up going to a junior college, getting a associate's degree in liberal arts, but then attended a HBCU because I wanted that impact, that culture, that history behind me when I progressed and went on with my life and gave back to my community. A lot of things growing up, I didn't see HBCUs. I didn't hear about historically black colleges. I didn't know about the Livingstone, the Johnson C. Smiths, and the opportunities that they provide for me and that can provide for our community. A little bit about
Yard Talk. Tell us a little bit about Yard Talk and exactly what impact does it do to the kids?
Well, I deal with a lot of high school kids in Upper Bound. I did Upper Bound at Livingstone College under Mr. Davis. He opened my eyes up to the community and seeing that the impact of the kids in the community can be a great thing. So with Yard Talk, it's more so the high school kids, they grasp the aspect of the feel for college. They get the understanding, the history behind it, not more so of the partying and the turn up of a college, but more so of the history and the education and the greatness that came behind certain colleges. A lot of people don't understand that Oprah Winfrey came from Tennessee State. You know, more relevant people like Terrence J came from A&T. So it's those people that influence at HBCUs, that's kind of the impact of that Yard Talk is trying to bring, and the approach Yard Talk is trying to bring, and the awareness showing that greatness can come from anywhere. You don't have to just limit yourself to, well, since I can't get into the North Carolina Centrals, or I can't get into the, I didn't mean to say Centrals. If I can't get into the Dukes or the North Carolina at Charlotte or the North Carolina at Greensboro, well, I can go to a Livingstone, I can go to a Johnson C. Smith, I can go to a Fayetteville and get that same opportunity and that same outcome.
Okay. I myself, I'm a graduate of Benedict College, Tigers.
Benedict.
Go Benedict College, Columbia, South Carolina. As far as, that was a great experience being in a higher black college. The experience was very, enlightening, and I still have that contact with them today. And with your program, I know you deal with a lot of youth. Okay, what separates Yard Talk from other programs that might be out there similar to yourself?
Well, what separates us are we're actually going and getting the scoop on the yard ourselves. We're going and talking to the presidents, we're talking to the Greeks, we're getting all that feel for the college, and we're giving it out in all types of information. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We have different outlets, and we're giving you different aspects. We're not just keying in on one aspect or one component of a HBCU. We're giving you the whole feel, from if you are on a fishing team, for them if you're on a or if you're in a fraternity, if you're an athlete. But the thing is, the impact that you have on that campus can go a long way. Like you said, you came from Benedict College.
Correct.
You still have many connects there. The alumni base at Benedict College is a great alumni base. I actually met personally a lot of them doing a SIAC conference tournament. So the impact that you have, the foundation, that family, that home that you can be away from home.
Correct.
At a HBCU. The thing is, they're going to be on you like if your mother was on you. They're going to be like if your grandmother was on you, because they just want to see you do better as a man, as a person, and just benefit, and you take from that college, and they want you to put that awareness out there. That way they can grow and they can reach more and more and more. So
Yard Talk 101. If I'm a new student, what should I expect from your program, and is there a time frame as far as me being in your program?
Well, the thing that we're getting into now is getting into the Chicago Public High School. We're going to do a 12-week curriculum, basically kind of compounding and shooting all our shows and our episodes, go through them. But when they see the episode, who came from that school? Besides someone that's on TV or famous, what other organizations or what outreaches do they do as far as in their communities, you know? So we want them to key in on everything about that university, where it comes from, the history behind certain buildings. Why is that name that? 10 times out of 10 at the HBCU, the name of a building came from a person that attended there, that gave back, that believed in a higher cause.
Now, why is it important for students to try to seek this higher education to begin with? I mean, they're very important for them to look into that option.
Well, we want them to seek a higher education so they can further themselves in their lives. A lot of days, you know, you have to have a degree to get in certain positions. But the thing is, we want you to go there just for the experience, just so you can give back. Because a lot of people, when they grow up in certain ways and they grow up in certain environments, they always want to give back. But I found the only way to give back to your community is by going out and connecting. So HBCUs is an outlet for a lot of kids to go out and connect and to be able to give back to their communities and to their homes and be able to further themselves. And then with that institution, you have the importance of that degree. That gives the institution more to build on, more to expand their inventory as far as curriculums. Okay. A lot of HBCUs don't have a lot of curriculums, so they don't get a lot of students because they don't have certain curriculums. Well, if we bring students there, help them get opportunities, that can expand the school. So that's the benefits of attending a HBCU, and as far as expanding your education, because you're also helping the community, you're helping yourself, and you're helping your HBCU as well.
Okay, how long has Yard Talk been in existence, and what type of challenges have you faced from the start to where you're at right now?
Well, Yard Talk is roughly a year and 5 months old.
Okay. And
the challenges at first was basically getting out there, letting it be known that HBCUs do have a voice, they do matter. HBCUs are something that's still here. A lot of people don't know that there's over 80 plus HBCUs. A lot of people don't know that. So it's more so, what you say? What was the whole question again? My bad.
And what impact has this program been in your life?
And then, well, in my life personally, it's been a big impact because it has opened my eyes to a lot. I got to meet a lot of people. It lets me give back to kids. That's my passion, giving back to high school kids, giving back to elementary school kids, not letting them go down the wrong path. You know, not if I can catch a kid before he gets to making that wrong decision and steer him right, let him know the positives of doing the right thing, the positives of making the right move. That's the biggest impact Yard Talk has on me. Yard Talk 101 it went through its challenges for the just getting the awareness out there. Like a lot of people, if they don't know the brand, especially with our generation, they don't gravitate towards it. A lot of people, if they don't believe in what you believe in, they don't stand behind it, but sticking with it. And in the beginning, it was a lot of long talks, a lot of let's get to it, a lot of late night road trips. A lot of, man, we got to sleep in this little car, we got to do this. But the thing is, we're going to be bright and early, showing that commitment, showing to, if you stay with it and stay committed, it can work out, because through V-State, us shooting at V-State, us shooting at A&T, us shooting at Howard, has opened the doors up to us being able to do the Circle City Classic that's coming up, where we did Honda Battle of the Bands. We did we co-hosted Queen City Battle of the Bands. FAMU wants us to do their homecoming. Hampton has called, Southern. So it's opened our market up a lot since we've started.
Yes, sir.
But the challenges that we still face today is we're still trying to get the awareness out there even further. Right now, we're here in the southern part of the states, but we're trying to reach the West Coast. We're trying to reach the North. We're trying to reach the Midwest. We don't just want to stay honed in on one aspect of our nation. We want to get across everywhere and just get the awareness out everywhere that HBCUs still matter. HBCUs still are great, and you can be great coming from an HBCU, no matter who or where you are.
You know, Mr. Welch, I applaud you on all that you're doing for not only the youth in our community, but around the country. But for yourself, who are some of the people that have influenced you in your life?
The biggest influence is my mother. She's an educator, she's a mentor, she's a friend. She disciplined me when you need discipline. She kept me focused, you know, even when rough times. She influenced me in a big way. I have my older brother, has his own branding company called Money Side Branding. He's a big influence, family man, graduated from Livingstone College, played basketball. You know, my father was a big influence, graduated from the University of Illinois, played basketball. He actually has his own company, Serious Threat. He's also starting a prep school in Grand Rapids, Michigan. My grandfather, it was a big one.
I
Oh, no, you
appreciate
good,
that,
you
no
good,
sir,
you good,
but
you good.
Can we give some names? I mean, we want to know some names.
Oh,
Who are
I'm
these
sorry.
people,
I'm
man?
sorry. I apologize.
I
apologize.
Come on.
My mother's name Renee Welch.
Correct.
Dr. Renee Welch.
All right.
My father Anthony Welch. My brother's Anthony Welch Jr. My stepmother's Michelle Flowers Welch. She has her own international marketing agency in Chicago. She keys in with a lot of Black-owned companies.
All right.
Back to my mother, she's an educator of Educare. She gives back she writes grants for schools. She has her own nonprofit Cars for College, where if you donate an old car, junk car, anything, we get any scraps off of it. We donate that money that we get for those scraps to a kid in college. All right. So those are the influences, because they touch so many young people. They touch so many youth in a major way. And the thing is, me growing up around that, that's all I saw, that's all I knew. You know what I mean? It was more so I was born into it because of my family were such great educators and great people of the youth and great advocates. So,
you know, I applaud the people that have been influencing your life and the areas that come along as far as you travel down this road. Where do you see yourself at 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I see Yard Talk 101 being one of the top HBCU brands out there. I see myself really keying in and getting into a lot of high schools across the nation and be able to put the awareness as far as for historically black colleges and HBCUs and be able to position myself to give back to